Hello everyone, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel Learning Sport. Thank you for the comments, thank you for the likes and shares. We highly appreciate your continuous support. Today we have amazing tutorial, simple functions in Excel. What are they? Let's see the table of content that we are going to cover in this tutorial, and I believe you will like it. Also, I give a kind reminder to subscribe if you haven't yet. This is a huge support that you are giving us, and it makes us more capable of producing as many videos as possible as we keep you provided with learning tutorials, materials that support your career, your vision, your personal development, and so forth. So here is the table of content. We have sum. You're going to calculate sum. How do we calculate sum in Excel automatically? We are also going to calculate average. We are also going to calculate product. We are also going to deal with subtraction. Finally, we will deal with division. Something very important for us to note is that we are not going to be bound by the sequence of these items so long as we cover them all. Just stay tuned. Feel free to use comment sections to ask clarifying questions or recommend us any other new skill you would like to learn from here, from Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and other digital tools that you would like to leverage. We are here to support you, like to work the journey with you. Here we have our data. We have product, category, we have product, we have unity price, we have unit cost, we also have total cost, then unity price, units sold, unity price, and then total revenue. As we have already discussed or seen part of the content, we are going to deal with sum, product, division, subtraction, and average. For instance, this is like data in cells. It's not huge data. I just picked something short for us to practice this. We have the product category, we have product, we have unity purchased. Like this is when the company owner or someone in charge went to buy things to sell. Like this is the cost at which you bought them. This is the total cost. We are going to use product to multiply this unity purchased by the unity cost and see the total amount paid per product. We are also going to see like this is unity sold, like from these units that we've purchased, this is what we've been able to sell, and this is the unit price at which we sold a single item, a single unit. So we will also use product to multiply this unit sold here to unity price. Then we multiply both of the numbers. Then here we have the total revenue. So with that said, we are going to start with product. As I have said that we are not going to be bound by the sequence of the items from the table of content. We have different ways of doing this. First, we can come here. You remember every formula starts with an equal sign. We have equal sign here. We select this a unit number here. I mean unit purchased, the number of items purchased. Then we add manually multiplication sign. Then we select this other number here, like the unit cost. Then we click equal. This means for these 28 monitors, we have paid 332,000 and something. Yes, Like we can again practice the same on the second line. We enter equal sign, we select this. There is something that I may highlight. It's very advisable or advised to start your formula with an open bracket, but if you skip it, you've seen that it works, but this is good to do. Then we select our first cell where we have the unit purchased. Then we enter the multiplication sign again. We select another cell where we have unit cost. We close the bracket, then we click enter. Here we have the response. This is one of the ways that we can use to do this. However, we can also have another way where again we start with product, we click, we type product, then we select the first option, multiplies all the numbers given as arguments. Now we select like this. You see number one. Number one is the cell where you have your data, like this. Number two, like this. And some add if you had a good number of numbers you would like to multiply, we could go up all the way number 10, number 11. Then we close the bracket, we click enter. We have the solution here. One more way, again, whether using, we can again use product. Let's go with again product. We have equal, have product. Then instead of maybe selecting these numbers, let's type 14. Then we add this comma. Then we type 597.18. Then you close the bracket. Then you click enter. It still works again. That is the multiplication. Then we have seen something of like fill handle, like the formula, copying the formula down or just in a certain direction. You see where you apply the formula. For instance, here we have this thing of copying down, but the problem, this would not give us the responses we wanted because you see it copies down the same response. But for this one or this, where we have selected these cells, when we copy down the formula, it will be copying like changing these cells to the next or to the following cells and do the same multiplication that I would like to have. So let's do that from here. Now you see, when you select here, you will see that it has taken cell C22 times cell D22. That's how Excel deals with multiplication. And with this said, I believe you are now familiar with multiplication. But before I move from multiplication or product to something else, let me show you one more way of doing it. Let's delete this response from here. Then we go home. When you go home, under editing, we have this icon where we have like a lot of other formulas that we can leverage. You see some average, count numbers, maximum, minimum, more functions. When you go to more functions, you will see a lot of other functions that you can leverage. Here we have is number, sequence, VLOOKUP, average if. You see these are most recently used. You can also see financial, debt, statistical, database. Now let's go to maybe all. And you go to all, just maybe it's something that I will not take much time looking for, but you will be able to see like product. As you can see some other formulas here, you can also select it from here, then can select it from here and do the same thing like we have seen. Now we see we have product here. You see it shows like Number one is where it will like where the number to be multiplied is located. And the number one here is this. Number one has to be this one. Then number two has to be this one. And we close. You still have the response here. That is the other way you can work around. You can try this again. Yes, now we are done with multiplication. Just for practice, just taking you through. But now that we have already seen the process, I'm now going to apply the same here. I hope you are going to do way before me. Take the unit sold times unit price and multiply them like under total revenue. Let's just do it together. I know you are following me. We have product. We can quickly select like this. We close our bracket, then we click enter. We copy the formula way down to the end of the data. We have responses. Now we are done, completely done with multiplication of product. What's next? Let's go to subtract or subtraction or minus. We are going to see like profit. What is the profit from the total units we've sold compared to how much we go like there is this unity purchased, there is unity cost, then we have also unity price. We are going to take the unity price minus unity cost. Then we see how much are we gaining from one item sold. Unit profit. Just to make sure we have the same fonts. Unity profit. Here we have unity profit. How are we going to calculate this? Like I have said, we are going to take this unity price minus unity cost. For this, we don't have a syntax for us to start writing with. We just have to enter our equal sign. We just open the bracket, then we take unity price, we enter the minus sign, minus unity cost, we close the bracket, we have enter. Like here we are gaining 125. Then we can again copy down this formula. In most cases, you will see that we have the same gain. This is because I have applied the same number like of when I crafted this document, I had to imagine numbers, and after having the numbers of unity cost, I added the same amount to be gained as unity price. And just to show that this difference is not a matter of this Excel failing, let's change some numbers here, like unity cost here to, let's change it to something like this. You will see that there will be a very big change, or maybe let's do it like this. Let's have something like this here. You will simply see that there are different responses compared to what we had before. Like this, okay, this would be a loss. Let's have something like this. Let's have something like this. Now I believe you can see the Excel wasn't long giving us this kind of response. It is simply because I have made the difference between unity cost and unity price a bit similar. Now with the practice, I hope you can see. Let's again see like current stock. What is the current stock? Let's apply, see what is the, let's apply the same font size and font type to the document. Times New Roman, then it's 18 here for our new entries to have the same setting. Now here we have current stock. How do we calculate the current stock? We are just trying to have more ways of practicing minus or subtract. We also have equal sign. Let's have this unity purchased, then minus unity sold. We will see the remaining stock. We select the cell where we have our unity purchased, then minus our unity sold. I didn't add the closing and opening brackets, but I told you it's highly recommended. Now we click enter. Here we have 12 items remaining, monitors, 12 monitors remaining. And of course, believe me, only that I have had a few changes. I did the same when I was crafting these numbers for us to practice. So in most cases, we see the same response. Let's copy down the formula as usual. So you see, like I have added 12. I've like chosen to craft numbers which show that 12 items were remaining. But let's say here we choose to say that we've sold 6. We see that it will change like that. Let's say here we sold uh, let's say 30. Let's say here we sold 5. Let's say here we sold everything. You'll see that the number is changing accordingly. The subtraction is happening. It's 6 to 1 minus 6 to 1 equals 0. I think you find this really working. But then how can we again, this is the unit profit. If you think of like total profit, if it's something we can again practice with, let's say total profit, we can again take this profit per unit or unit profit times the items sold, then we can have like how much you gained from all the items we've sold. We can just detect that simply. Here we've made 2000 of gain. We fill the handle again. If we use the fill handle to copy the formula. Here we have gained the list. Maybe the list is here, 125. We have here like 17,000. So with this, you can tell some products which are really boosting your company. That's it for product and subtraction. Unless you have a question, please use the comment section because we'll be back to you and make sure the clarification is provided. Now we can go to sum. How can we calculate sum? Calculating sum, let's go to the bottom of our data and maybe calculate the total profit here. Overall profit, not per product, but maybe let's say this is the data of November, for instance, and would like to understand how much we've gained from all the start of the month up to the end. Let's have equal sign here. We also see different ways of doing this. We can start with sum. We select from the options. Then we select this data from up downwards to the end of the data where we have the profits, and we are done. Then we close the bracket. Here we have the total gain, 78,000 and something. This is one way of doing it. We can also try another way. We see here we have current stock. Let's see the overall total of items we have in a stock without minding like what item is it. We are going to try another way, which is different from that one we have tried first. We can also go to home, then because this is the sum icon, you see sum, alt plus equal, you can quickly select something like this. Excel is very intelligent to automatically select the data above the cell where you are applying the formula. Now you see we have the response. Overall, we have 1,199 items in stock. There is one more way you can try doing addition or summation, but it's exhausting when you have a lot of data. But let's try it. We are not going to spend a lot of time doing it because it's only doable when you have a few data, limited data. Let's say we'd like to understand the overall profit we are going to make as like this per unit. How much do we make per unit overall? Let's say equal. Then with this, we have to select one cell. You do enter, plus sign, you select another one, plus sign, select another one, plus sign, select another one, plus sign. I think you can see how exhausting this could be. Imagine if you have data all the way to 100 or 1000 list. That could be something very, very exhausting. You could delay giving the report if it was something your manager is looking for, because this time your manager can't take all this long to wait. And you wouldn't be a pro. It's something I'm just showing you. But if you know that this is how you actually did things, then you've got a reason to change. Maybe we can stop just here and click enter. We need this. Now let's say we have enter. We didn't select everything because it's taking much over time. Now here you see we have this solution, but you can see how time consuming and disorganized it can be. So the best way is starting with sum like this. Then you select your data, close the bracket, you click enter, we have the solution. Or like this, we have this one, the fill handle formula. We can also copy like this. We see like Excel will automatically calculate everything. When you click here, you see that it has summed up data like top down, all this column. The same applies here. And for you to check which data has been considered, you click in the formula like this, and you can see the data selected in a different color means that's what Excel has considered in your response. I also believe this is enough for sum. Now, what can we do um, with average? We also have average. Like, what is the average cost of our products that we've purchased? Average cost This is something also simple. We will need to enter an equal sign, then average. We select average. We will then go to the cell, to the column or the area where we have the data. Then we select all the data and we close the bracket. You can see the response here. D2 up to D23, then you click enter. This is the average cost of our products. It's the simplest. We can also calculate average price of products. Like at what price do we sell on average? You can also start with average. Like I have selected the entire data. You can also type manually the numbers. This is the unit price. You can start like 1297.16, comma, you go to 139.0, like things like this. Let's just to make it simple. I don't need to have a lot of details added like this. Let's close the bracket for practice, and we see the average number. The average number here is 1344. But then for the total price, to be quick, unit price, let's go like this. Then average again. We select this data. Then we close the bracket. Here we have the response. The average price of our products in general is 1716. This is the price at which we sell our products. The average, of course, it's not it's not a price of any product, but just an average. Good. This is it for average, but you can also practice down here like profits on average. How much did we gain? You can just try it on the profit. How much do we gain on average? Not considering a single product, like even overall on average, how much did we gain? Right here, you can check the average. That would be a very simple thing. Let's check it down here. We have average again. Then we select from here. We close the bracket, enter. On average, this is the gain we've made on a product. Considering all the products we've sold, one product has been giving us 37.26. Awesome. What do we have remaining on our list? We have division. Division, it's like dividing a number by another number. And this is done in a very simple way. We can, let's say, let's take this. We actually know because we see we have the total price, we have the unity price. We can simply tell that when we take this number, the total price, it's actually, yes, the total revenue here, divide by 16, we will see, of course, the unity price. But we can just practice it to see how you can divide these numbers. You will just click enter. You can again open the bracket, then the total revenue, then divide sign, select the unity price. And why this mistake? It's very important that I happen to forget and the mistake notification is up here. We found a typo in your formula and tried to correct it too. You can see the only difference is that I have forgotten to close the bracket. And they're asking me where I want to accept the correction. And of course, I will click yes because it's the right thing I should have done. So anytime you deal with this, so long as you start with a bracket, make sure you close the bracket. And of course, for some operations or some functions, it will not be possible for you to proceed without having added brackets, like in if functions and so forth. But here, these stuffs that we are dealing with, when you don't start with those syntax like sum, average, it's going to work. But in most cases, you are advised to use brackets. So this is one way, but you can also like add the numbers manually. For instance, let's say 100 divided by, we have the response like this. This is how you can do division. There is no way of like we did, let's say we did on sum like this. We don't have divide, don't have this. So it's not going to work only by selecting like this number, the total revenue, then divide by maybe unit sold. We'll see the same unit price here. This is how division works. And this takes us to the end of our tutorial for today. But we recommend everyone to practice after me, and when you have issues, use the comment section. We are here to clarify, to make you familiar with these functions. We also recommend you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to share with your friends and loved ones, to like and so forth. This is a very huge support that you are giving us. We look forward to updating you when a new tutorial is out, and we are also looking forward to hearing from you what you would like really to learn. What Excel function are you looking for from our channel? What PowerPoint skill would you like to build? What technical skill would you like to build so that your workplace thanks you? See you later.